Today we're going to make a video to demonstrate how we use the Wii and the Wii balance board for patient care. So the first game we're going to start with today is baseball because it is the easiest, because we're grading easiest to hardest. I'm going to give you some ideas as to how we can use baseball and bowling with Wii Sports to address the patient that maybe can't stand but needs to work on endurance and activity tolerance. So the first thing we're going to do is put a gait belt on our patient. And I like to put a gait belt on all patients because even though they're sitting, they may lose their balance from dynamic movement and we don't want to have falls. So we're going to secure our gait belt nice and snug. And we've already instructed our patient on what they're going to be doing, but we're going to put the remote on their dominant hand. This patient happens to be lefty, so we're going to put it on his left hand. And I'm going to just instruct him to take some practice swings to see how he does with practicing to hit the ball. So this is all about endurance, and if you look at it, there's also some range of motion included. When the game starts, we're actually going to be focusing a little bit more on timing. So it gives him a couple practice swings, and then the game's actually going to start where they're going to be pitching the ball to him, and he's going to have to actually time it properly. So the game is starting. I want to hold my gait belt, and we're going to see how he does with timing his hits. Notice how he's working on moving his left arm and getting some range of motion through that arm. Like most Wii games, there's also a cognitive component to this because we're working on problem solving and sequencing and other cognitive issues that your patient may have. So after your patient gets a chance to hit a couple times, and you can see it's an actual game of baseball, then it would switch to where they're batting, but it's the same exact motion. So he's pitching and batting and playing an actual game of baseball. Patients usually get kind of involved in the game, and before you know it, they've spent a lot of time, but I would actually recommend that you hold your gait belt the entire time just in case he were to have a loss of balance. And that is Wii baseball.